Hi guys, Notorious Moustache here with another vaping video. I seem to be doing a lot more of these now. Let me know what you think of them. Also, if you want me to make perhaps another YouTube channel, one, I don't know, called Notorious Vaping HD or something like that, like, let me know what you think in the comments. I love it when you guys talk to me. Great community and all that. And maybe we can make that happen. Make another YouTube channel, collaborate it together, have a great time. Anyway, this video is on how to keep your tank, or sorry, correction, let me fix that, because I can't speak English today, as per always. Anyway, do you have a leaky tank? Do you hate having to try to figure out what to do to stop your leaky tank? You tried changing coils, you tried this, you tried that, nothing seems to be working. Well, I may have the solution for you. And I'm going to start this off right away so you guys know what it is I'm doing. Teflon tape. If you haven't tried it, continue on with this video. If you have tried it, doesn't work for you, and you're still looking for a thing, well, I'm sorry. I may have other ways to help you. But, yeah, fixing your leaking tank so that you don't have to either A, go and get a new tank. No one likes dishing out money. Everyone likes to keep money. Or B, having to change a coil or something like that and just, using another coil to try and attempt to fix it, which makes sense in some cases when it is leaking. And I'll explain further. Anyway, again, I've got my trusty Kanger sub tank ripped apart right now, the base and the top. Again, the top is from my version 1 Frankenstein, as you can tell by the screws right here. Also, my base is from the version 2, like my video stated in the first one. And I will be using the new Atom gold-plated coils that I'd shown in my previous video. And yeah, I'm just gonna close my door here. Just get started with this. All right. So what you want to do, say for example, you're experiencing issues where your tank, for some reason, just screw this on, is leaking through the air holes. We've all had that issue. We're just keeping it in there, and suddenly we start feeling I'm doing this because I keep mine in the chest pocket. Start feeling moisture, on your pant leg or whatever, and she's leaking straight from these big bum air holes, and you end up not having a good time. Anyway, you start having, well, crappy airflow first of all, because it's half clogged with juice, and just sputteriness and not a good time. And what you want to do to fix that, you want to grab your trusty Teflon tape, something to cut your trusty Teflon tape. Don't ask me why I have side cutters. It was the first thing I could find and grab. Anyway, continuing on. And as you can tell here, I used side cutters the last time, and it didn't work out too well. Why I grabbed side cutters again beats me. You don't want to cut too much. You pretty much just want to cut enough to do one wrap around your coil, which really is not that much to work with. Having 2 wraps, it's no big deal because you're going to be thinning it out anyway, so it's going to be a pretty insignificant amount of Teflon tape that you'll be using. So here's my piece. I'm going to be cutting this tail off, so just really think of it about that big. And what you want to do is you want to stretch it out wide. It's going to open right up. It's going to look all funny. Doesn't have to be perfect, but she's wider. She folds, just unstick it from itself. This stuff's made for piping. Works great for this though. Let's see if I can, which piece will be better to use. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use the one without the tail. You can kind of, it's no big deal if it starts to squeeze together. It's just that's how you split it in two. So that once it actually goes back together, it's quite the thin piece of Teflon tape. Then what you want to do is grab your coil, which is right here. Let me get closer to you guys, make this easier for me, so I can see and do this at the same time. See your threads down here at the bottom where my nail is pointing? That's what you're going to want to wrap your Teflon tape around. Now, you don't want to cover up those air holes that are there. So, you just lightly get that over all the threads. Unless you've got scissors, I wouldn't recommend cutting off the excess just because it is quite difficult to do so with wire cutters. So if you've got small scissors, sure. It's really no big deal if you keep the excess on. So long as you've done the previous step and thinned it out. If you keep it too thick, you risk having it leak some more. But yeah. Just steady my hand there. As you can see, the Teflon tape does not cover up the air holes. I apologize for the focusing. It's terrible. Webcams suck on laptops. Does not cover up the air holes, but it does cover up all the threads. So now, pretty self-explanatory from this. You just rebuild your tank. So take it back together. Threads catch. Everything feels all nice and hunky-dory. Nice and tight on there. And there you go. So now, that's one way to fix your leaking coil if it's leaking from the tank. Or sorry, correction, from the coil. If you want to prevent it from leaking from the actual glass, like the tank part where you screw on your deck and stuff, again, Teflon tape should work on the threads of the deck. Cover that up. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, if you're in the case where you've got the sub tank and it starts leaking in between the metal portion and the glass at the bottom, what you want to do is change your O-rings. Now, Kangertech do have replacement O-rings for this. I happen to have a box right here. So this is what you're looking for. Colorful silicone seal ring set. And the contents inside show, look, you've got all your different O-rings in there. Got pink on there. We got baby blue in there. And we've got red in there, which nobody cares about. If you want me to change the color of my O-rings, feel free to leave a comment. I'll definitely do that for you guys. If you don't like, I've got a black and white mix because whenever I Frankenstein, I never actually put the matching O-rings back. Anyway, so yeah, you'd put Teflon tape onto your threads, seal it up nice and good, and start making some clouds. Speaking of which, I think we're pretty much ready to start making some clouds. Take my drip tip off. Today, I will be using U-Turn. It's called white hot chocolate. I absolutely love this stuff. It basically it tastes like white chocolate with peppermint. Absolutely wonderful. It's by U-Turn, and let's just see how it runs with this Atom coil. First time opening this bottle itself. Oh, that's so good. I'm sorry, I kind of just got a little excited there. All right, let's fill up the tank. Ooh, this juice is very, very thin. Almost the consistency of water for the most part. That's true. I never actually. All right, screw this dripping. I am more of a Dunkin' Hope kind of guy. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. By the way, guys, this video is not sponsored by Kangertech, by U-Turn, by Adam. It's not sponsored by anyone. Although someone does want to sponsor me for, say, U-Turn and get me some juices that I could do some reviews on for, and so that'd be awesome. You know, I smoke 3 mg nicotine, and you could always find me on Twitter and stuff like that. This way, at Notorious HD 869. And yeah, so we're gonna leave this coil sit for about 5 minutes. Let the flavors really soak in, you know. And we'll be smoking some of that white hot chocolate. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hi guys, Notorious Moustache here. Thank you for staying tuned. We're about ready to make some clouds now with U-Turn's white hot chocolate. As you see here. Again, not sponsored by U-Turn. And we'll try out how this flavor is and see how she goes. Woo! Flavors. that hits the spot. That is really nice. But yeah, anyway, there we go. Proof that it's not leaking. You know, Teflon works really well. Use it for pipes. You can use it for come on, help me out, guys. Sealing your hose, like, you know, from the tap. Tap attachments, shower heads. There you go. You know, stuff like that. Teflon. Yeah. And this video is also not sponsored by Teflon. Anyway, like, subscribe, do your stuff, leave a comment, say hi. I like hi. And yeah, you know, that's how you keep your tank from, or couple way of fixing your tank. Anyway, have a good one, guys.